Just wanted to share with you guys a really cool spot on the property and a little story about how we got to this place again. Hi guys, Hope here from the blog leanstead.com, and I am at the top of the property. I wanted to share with you guys the view from here. Isn't that incredible? And none of this was even accessible just a couple of weeks ago. So last weekend we had a group from the Steadfast Project who call themselves the Trailblazers come and spend a weekend. And they came to get away from the outside world, to study God's Word and to worship, and they came to serve. So the service aspect of the weekend came in the form of opening up the trail to this site and clearing out this area. So the day before they arrived, Kaylee came and we brought a few tools and supplies up to the campsite area to just make a small attempt at trying to clear a path just to get to the fire pit. It seemed overwhelming, but we decided that we would just work on it for about an hour and a half and just plug away and see what we could do. And as we were working on it, it's kind of made me think about like how in our spiritual journeys we struggle with just being overwhelmed at the amount of growth that needs to take place. Just like this area was just completely overgrown. Our own lives are just overgrown with sin, and it's just a lot of work that needs to happen. Then the next day, part of the group arrived and they joined in and they continued the work. By nightfall, we were able to squeeze around the fire pit, roast hot dogs, and continue tossing debris into the fire. That part was very satisfying. I may or may not have enjoyed it a little bit too much. The next morning, a few more of the team arrived and they all worked together throughout the day to continue clearing up the area. I came to join them later in the afternoon and I was completely amazed. What had been a tiny little path to the fire pit was now this wide open space with a clear view of the valley down below, and it was just absolutely amazing. What had been no view whatsoever just the day before was a completely different scene. So all of a sudden, the work of one or two, joined by a couple more, and then a couple more, became this. That's how God multiplies our efforts. He takes someone who's simple and weak and not outstanding, multiplies their efforts into doing things to build his kingdom and to bring glory to himself. And now I'm sitting here taking in the beauty of God's creation and his animals and realizing that just like the path to this point, there's a path for each of our lives. And we just have to be reminded that God will direct our steps and he'll give us wisdom, even though we're simple. Psalm 119 verse 130 says, "The unfolding of your words gives light. It imparts understanding to the simple." I am so glad that God uses the simple, because that means that there's hope for me. Hope you guys have a great day. We'll catch you on the next one.